Hey, welcome to Craft Central Designs. I'm so pleased you're here. My name is Dwynn, and today I'm sharing with you an Easter wreath with two centerpiece options. This wreath is a culmination of projects depicted in my prior videos. The Deco mesh wreath technique video, the mixed ribbon bow video, the Easter sock bunny video, and the double-sided wood bunny covered with scrapbook paper video. You may wish to refer to one or more of those how-to videos if you wish to create either of these wreaths. I'm giving you two centerpiece options for this wreath: the sock bunny with the gingham check bow, or the wood bunny covered with black and white buffalo check scrap paper that matches one of the ribbons in the mixed ribbon bow. I'm also going to show you how I created those very cute Easter eggs you see on the wreaths. The wreaths you see are resting on my wreath easel. I chose to film outside today so you could see the wreaths in the natural light. Probably you noticed the swaying areca palms. It is a gorgeous, breezy day here in Florida. Welcome back to all my current subscribers. I'm so pleased you are here. And to everyone else as well viewing this video, if you like what you see on my videos, perhaps you will think about subscribing. Okay, let's get busy putting together this beautiful Easter wreath. And here we have the sock bunny option for the wreath. If you saw me in the previous video making the sock bunny, I filled the sock bunny with rice. Now you have the option, if you have not made the bunny, if you intend to make the bunny and you have not made the bunny as of yet, perhaps you might want to stuff it with batting rather than rice. For me, I was fine with the weight of the bunny with the rice. I made a baseball wreath last year with 12 standard-sized baseballs on it, so I have no problem with a weighty wreath, one that weighs a little bit more heavy than the average wreath. But if you have concerns about using a heavier bunny, you may want to, if you plan to make this bunny, just stuff it with batting. So we're going to place this bunny right in the center of this beautiful Deco mesh wreath. And here we have that gorgeous mixed ribbon bow that you all know how much I love. Love this bow. And so I'm showing you now a little bit closer up what that sock bunny looks like sitting in the wreath. I have it propped up a little bit there so you can see it better. We're going to be placing eggs on this wreath, and because of the limited colors on the wreath, I'm going to customize my eggs, if you will. So I picked up these eggs at Home Goods, but you could find eggs at any place at this time. Walmart, Hobby Lobby, Dollar Tree, and you can change and create the eggs in whatever way you wish. Polka dots, stripes, different colors. It's very easy to paint eggs and customize them to your project. It's very easy to create the polka dots on the eggs by just using a spouncer. These are very easy to find at Dollar Tree, Walmart, or Hobby Lobby. So I'm just going to use an acrylic paint to put the polka dots on my Easter eggs. Now let's talk about how, if you already have made the sock bunny with the rice, it's a little bit heavier than something that you would put on your wreath ordinarily. Okay, it's got a little bit of weight to it because of the rice. If you've already made it, no problem. I'll tell you how I secured it onto my wreath. I got these floral wires from Hobby Lobby. And I'm sorry to have to say this, but I actually skewered the floral wire through the bunny's body. Oh, that sounds horrible. And I attached each end of the wire to each side of the wire frame of the wreath. I'm showing you this sign because I really wanted to use it on this wreath, but there just wasn't any room. I'm showing you, I'm going to go back to the securing with the wire in just a moment here. I was just showing you the eggs and how I'm going to be using a gingham check ribbon around the eggs with a little bow. Oh, they turned out so cute. All right, so let me show you what I was talking about a bit ago about the securing the bunny. If you've already made a rice bunny, I put a pipe cleaner across the back, securing it from one side to the other on the wreath wire. I also skewered the back of the head and attached it to the wreath form. And then the floral wire that I skewered the body, I just attached it from wire to wire, and it sits on there just perfectly. So if you already made a rice bunny, I would keep it. I don't think it's a problem. Or if you're not comfortable with a little bit of weight to your wreath, you can always just put batting if you wanted to make that bunny. All right, I'm showing you now how I place the polka dots on my eggs. Now these particular eggs are easy to change because I already have the polka dots and I know exactly where I'm going to place my polka dots on top of the other polka dots. I just dip my spouncer. I believe this is a 1/2 inch spouncer. And I dip it in the paint and just press it into my egg. And then we have very cute polka dotted eggs. Another way that you can do it is take some painter's tape and roll that up. Stick it onto your table or your cutting mat or whatever it is you have on your table, and stick the egg on it, and it will just stand up for you. And you can just do your polka dots that way. I made some gingham ribbon bows for these bunnies, or for these eggs. I'm sorry, not bunnies. What the heck am I saying? Okay, so I'm going to show you how I made just a little bow to place on the eggs. So I form one loop, and I'm just going to tuck that under to form the other loop. Now this little bow is only going to have one loop on each side. This was a Dollar Tree ribbon, by the way. They had a bigger gingham check and then a little tiny gingham check, which I'm also going to use on a couple of the eggs. Now for a bow this tiny, I use a very, very thin wire as opposed to a pipe cleaner because the bow is so small. So I just secure that in the middle. Sorry, my hand was a little out of frame there. And I'm going to take another piece of that same ribbon, fold it in half, and put a strip of glue down there, and so it will remain folded in half. And that's what I wrap around the center of this little bow with to finish it off. I just hot glue that around the center of the bow. Now I have all my little bows made there on the table. And again, I must have felt the need to show you once more how to stick that painter's tape on your table and place your egg on it so that you can paint it. This is just a great way to do that, to paint the Easter egg. Okay. Next, now I have my very, so cute Easter eggs. As you can see, I painted three of the eggs half and half, and I believe I have 2 eggs that are polka dotted. So I'm just going to be wrapping that larger gingham check ribbon around one of the eggs, and that little bow is going to go right on top of it. And that's so cute, I can hardly take it. It's so cute. Oh my gosh, I love it. And for the polka dot eggs, I have a smaller gingham check. Do you know me? I like to mix everything up. I guess you're getting that idea by now, watching enough of my videos. Look how cute that is with the little bow. All right, so we're just going to put a little dab of glue there, a little dab of hot glue, and secure that piece of ribbon that we're going to wrap directly around the middle of the egg. I smooth it out with my fingers to be sure there's no rippling. A little dab of hot glue to secure it on the other side. Trim off the excess. Oh, it's looking cute already. And then we're going to just do a dab of glue there. Now, you decide which end of the egg that you think you're going to want facing up on your wreath, because that will determine how you're going to position your bow on the egg. I believe I did it 2 different ways on the wreath. So, I like to change things up. And the same for the other eggs. Now I have all my adorable little eggs ready to go and place on the wreath. And here we have them next to this beautiful mixed ribbon bow. And again, I'm showing you that sign, wishing I could use it. But I can't. It's too much. Too much. It's too big. It'll be for another project. All right, so now I like to position my eggs on before I glue them. It's kind of like a dry run, so to speak. And when I position my eggs, I want to tilt them different directions, give them a little bit different positioning each one. And once I decide exactly where I want the eggs, I will glue them down with hot glue. Just a little dab. They'll stick very well to that Deco mesh. And again, think about your placement. I like to tilt them different directions, stand them up as opposed to laying them down. That's the reason for the dry run, so to speak, is to determine, just how you want to place them. And I hold that down until it dries well. And now we're going to put this utterly fabulous bow on. One of these days I'll stop talking about this bow. You won't have to hear me talk about this bow anymore. I know how much I love it. So all I have to do is take the ends of my pipe cleaners, and there's plenty of that in the back of the bow. And I'm just going to stick my fingers through the mesh, find a wire, and attach it. And here you have the finished product. Now for the bunny, all you have to do is get a buffalo check scrapbook paper and decoupage that on, or Mod Podge that on, just like you saw in the double-sided bunny video. If you like what you see on my channel, please subscribe. And until next time, take care.